Hi everyone, hope you all are doing good and welcome back to RiyaaTalks. Today we're going to talk about how your past affects your present relations. Now these relations can be with anyone, but yes, your past does affect all kind of relations that you have because it tends to change your behavior according to whatever past experiences that you've had. Now these past experiences can be good, they can be neutral, or they can be negative. Now, what happens in the negative type of experiences that a person has is that they tend to leave an emotional scar for the rest of your lives. Now, these emotional scars are something that make you feel like the situation or anything that you're going through is going to be fine if and only if you have control over the situation, which is not actually true. But yes, that is what it makes you believe. Because of this type of a behavior, what happens is that you tend to ruin, to kill the relations that you already have, or even the relations that are just about to bloom. Do you really want this? No, no one wants this. You need to observe what is that emotional scar in your life. These things are really difficult to deal with, but if you take one day at a time, gradually move towards a better you, trust me, you'll start loving your life and start building better and meaningful connections for the rest of your life. Now, let me take you through some kind of emotional scars that are there and that persist throughout generations. First is childhood. Yes, childhood has an immense impact on your life because that is when you are developing as a person. So, if as a child you've been neglected, not appreciated enough, if you've been scolded at or been criticized every now and then by your teachers, by your parents, or by anyone that has an impact on your life, you are going to tend to have a people pleasing behavior. And this is the behavior where you start doing things according to what the other person might like. So you are just doing things to be liked by everyone around you. So what happens is you take your time, you understand the behavior of the other person, what their likes and dislikes are, and then you mold yourself according to the likes and dislikes of the other person. And in spite of doing all this, if in case that person doesn't give you enough validation, you tend to run away from that relation, thinking that you're not good enough. You couldn't make that other person happy. And in all of this, you tend to forget who you truly are. And that is where you are at the loss. And if these type of people want to have stable relations with anyone, they need to be honest with their own behavior. Second is relationships. Take for example, you've been cheated on. It's natural to have trust issues. It's okay to take your time to heal. It's okay to take your time to trust new people. It's okay to get into a new relationship if you feel you're ready for it. But the problems start to arise when you start becoming overprotective, overpossessive, and you start invading the privacy of your loved one. Eventually, because of these reasons, your relationship is going to fade. The other reasons being, if you haven't been respected enough, if your time hasn't been valued enough, if your efforts haven't been valued enough. There are two things that are going to happen in this. One, you'll either learn from it and you won't let the other person do that to you. And two, you'll start feeling like, okay, this is the way it's supposed to be. And then you become that stone hearted person and you start inflicting this type of a behavior on the new person that you start your relationship with. And again, you end up with a not successful relationship. Third is friendships. Everyone wants friends around them. Everyone wants people their age around them. But if your friends have mocked you in the past, have made you feel like your opinions don't matter a lot, what is going to happen is you start becoming a silent person. You stop expressing your own opinions. And then you start developing a fear that if you express your opinions or your feelings or your thoughts, you are going to be mocked. And this becomes a habit. You become a quiet person in general, and you take this habit to every new relation that you build. And then one day, suddenly, you realize that, you know what? This is not how I'm supposed to feel. This is not how my life is supposed to be. My opinions need to be considered. And then you go to this first group of people who made you feel this way. And then you start having an emotional outburst in front of them. That, you know what, you're not supposed to behave this way. You're not supposed to do this to me. You're not supposed to do that to me. And still, even after all these years, these people don't change. They still don't value your outburst. But the good thing is, you stood up for yourself. And that day you realized that you don't need such people in your life. And then you start understanding that you need to be where you are valued enough. And then you start building healthy relations. Fourth is Workspace. Now I'm going to explain you this through an example. Take a person who has just started a job. They are at a junior position. They have a senior who doesn't treat them well, who makes that person feel like the job isn't even worth it. This person is feeling really bad about their own job. And then, after some time, that person gets promoted. That person goes from here to here, right? Then this person has a junior that has come in. This person, who was a junior first, starts feeling like he has some kind of a power over this person. And he starts making this person feel exactly the way his senior treated him. Again, this person goes above, and then he has more juniors for him. Again, he feels like he has even more power. And then he starts treating these people again like that. And this chain goes on and on. So as this person goes up the chain, this person starts feeling like he has an immense power. And the ratio here is 1:10. That is, this one person felt this way because of one senior. And this one person is making these 10 people feel this way because this person felt this way. And this is all because of the power that a person has, the power that a position has. And these people have to do these things because if they don't, they are going to lose their jobs, is what they have in mind, which is not actually the case. But this toxic culture is something that you can see everywhere, in every kind of work. The power is something that is making this work culture really toxic. So just try and be good to each other. Try and be good colleagues. I know it's difficult, but there has to be some way out of it. Because somewhere or the other, this one person was made to feel this way by one senior. And this one person made 10 people feel this way. And this is just one chain that I told you. There are so many different chains that go on in the workspace. So just imagine the amount of chains that are there in the entire workspace. It's too much. All these relations have some kind of a baggage which you need to let go of. You need to unpack these emotions, this negativity that surrounds you. Because if you don't, you are going to damage your current and your future, potentially good relations. Your insecurities create a pattern in your behavior. Observe your pattern, observe your triggers, heal one day at a time so that you'll be able to make your life and the life of people around you a better place to live in.